A few months ago, we reviewed the VivoBook S15 S533FA, and we said for its price, it is actually offering a very good deal because it is using an Intel plus Nvidia combo. And now, the VivoBook S15 has been updated into the 11th gen Intel Core i7 1165G7, the one that we have here, and it has changed the codename to S533EA. It looks the same, but there are quite a few changes under the hood as well. So in this video, we are going to talk about it. So first off, we need to clarify that this specific unit of the VivoBook S15 S533EA that we have here is not the official Malaysian retail unit. This is more like an early preview unit, so the specs may vary when it officially comes to Malaysia. Okay, now let's start off with some similarities between this laptop here with the previous one that we reviewed. The design is exactly the same. I still like the new build quality here because the deck is using metal as seen on the chamfered edges here, and the color of this lid is something that I really like. So the previous S15 that we reviewed is using the red color. I'm not too sure what's the specific name, but this one is in Gaia Green. I really like this color a lot. It is just one of my favorite color of all times. And then the keyboard, it is also the same. As you can see here, they got a physical number pad, weirdly shaped, but it's there if you want to use it. And the overall travel distance tactility of the keyboard is excellent as well. As for the trackpad, yeah, the same. And you also have a little fingerprint scanner at the top right corner of the trackpad there, so you can log in using Windows Hello if you want to. And trackpad tracks really well, so no complaints there. As for the screen, it is also the same. Colors, brightness are decent, and again, it is not going to be the most color accurate screen out there, but it's good enough for day-to-day use, and so far, no complaints from me as well. As for what's new, well, obviously it's going to be the new Intel Core i7 1165G7 that is equipped in this VivoBook S15 S533EA, and it is just powerful AF, and since this chip is operating at 28 watts maximum, I find it to be able to run games like GTA 5 with above 30 frames per second, which is just amazing for a laptop with integrated graphics, albeit lowest graphical settings, but it's still a feat. And obviously, just like the ZenBook Flip S UX371 that we reviewed not too long ago, which is also using the same chip, I can edit a lot of videos using this laptop, albeit kind of simple videos, but it still runs perfectly fine, which is amazing. But if you want to learn more about that laptop, it's only operating at 15 watts, whereby this one is operating at 28 watts. If you want to know the difference, do click at the top right corner there because we really go in depth in terms of the differences between the same chip operating at two different wattages. Now back to what's new with this laptop here compared to its previous generation. Well, we have to take off the bottom plate because you do remember that the previous S15 that we reviewed is actually using an Intel plus Nvidia combo, but this time around they're also using the exact same motherboard, but there are just a few empty BGA pads, which is where the Nvidia GPU is supposed to be, and now it's just unutilized. But that's not the only thing that ASUS changed in terms of the motherboard. ASUS also yeeted out the second but that's not the only thing that ASUS changed. ASUS also yeeted out the second M.2 SSD slot and replaced with some other components on that specific spot right there. Now, I do have an idea, a clear idea what's happening here. And we have to take a look at the ports because this laptop, even though it does look like the same amount of ports, let's go through it first. On the right side here, we have some indicator LEDs, micro SD card, double USB 2.0 Type A ports. Yeah, I know, I complained a lot as well. And then on the left side here, you have a DC in for barrel jack power, and then a full-size HDMI port, a USB 3.0 Type A port, Thunderbolt 4 port, and also a combo audio jack. So by looking at where the M.2 SSD slot is supposed to be and where the Thunderbolt 4 port is now located, I do think that ASUS they have to throw out the second M.2 slot in favor of Thunderbolt 4. And honestly, I think that's a really good trade because Thunderbolt 4 offers magnificent speeds and you can also use a power bank like this to charge this laptop because the Thunderbolt 4 port supports USB PD as well. And if you want to carry out the power brick, you can. It is also using a barrel jack, but if you don't want to, yeah, you can use just a power bank. And if you don't even want to use the original power brick, you can actually opt in for the brand new 65 watt gun chargers that are out there in the market right now. It charges the laptop perfectly fine, and that's an option for you as well. And now speaking of the battery life of the VivoBook S15 S533EA, it is also using the same 50 watt hour battery, and it lasts for about 6 hours in silent power profile. And I would say it's just pretty typical for a laptop like this in terms of battery life. And okay, so that's it. That's all about the review of this laptop in particular. We do not have the price, the availability date, but I do suggest you to hold on to your wallets because Tiger Lake is just extremely powerful and competition is back into the market. And yeah, wait for a while. If the price of this laptop is anywhere near the S533 FA that we previously reviewed, then just buy this because it's just a good laptop. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, do leave them down in the comment section below. We'll try to help you out whenever we can, and we'll see you in the next video.